Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 27th of June. So looking at the euro dollar first, and well, it's holding up there. I must admit I expected it to roll over a little bit more. It's not at the moment, and if may even be starting to look, I don't know, it doesn't look particularly bullish on a 4-hourly. It's a break of this morning's lows would see it put a lower high in, guaranteed low, I say guaranteed, a confirmed even lower high in, and well, maybe that weekly pivot will eventually be on. Been looking at that weekly pivot quite a bit, and well, it's got potential, but for some reason that 1350 sort of area seems to have plenty of buying support when it gets down there, so failing to break that level yet. So a break of that level could see, if it can break that level, a move towards that weekly pivot. I don't expect it to be fast after yesterday's price action. For most of the day there, it just popped along there in a 10-15 pip range. So it's died off a little bit at the moment, and it may be just sitting there waiting for the G20 to be out of the way. We do have inflation out this morning, which could affect, or German inflation, which could affect the numbers. I've just seen the first one, the 8 o'clock number coming through here, or one of the first ones. It was coming in at 0.5 versus 0.3, so a bit of inflation there, year on year, 1.8 versus 1.4, so there is a bit of inflation kicking round. Whether that be through all of the different regions or states, I'll have to wait. There's six German states to report this morning, and it does give the euro a bit of volatility during the day or during the morning. Okay, so at the moment, just waiting. If it breaks that lows there, well, as I said, maybe on for the weekly. It's a big if at the moment because it doesn't seem to be able to. The pound. Let's take the bigger picture first. Just look at the dailies here. So, well, yesterday, tight old range yesterday. Almost unbelievable tight range as I see it. Look at it at the moment. It's barely moving. There's the tight old range yesterday in between the 200 there, the 4-hourly 200 and the weekly pivot. Bit of a squeeze going on. If it was to well, it almost break either way. It's almost run from an S1 up to an R1 here, which is an unusual day. It hasn't quite caught the S1. Bit of an unusual day, but the range is so tight, anything here can happen. Didn't even get back right the way back to its daily pivot yesterday. So again, range bound tight. My preference is to the downside on both of these at the moment, but well, can't beat what's showing at the moment. So patience. Dollar yen, well, it's continued its rally through from yesterday. This is possibly the more solid one of all in its move here. High lows, high highs through this 4-hourly movement. At the moment, it looks maybe on for its 4-hourly 200 the way it's moving. It certainly seems the yen's the weaker one of the pairings at the moment, whereas the others are consolidating. This one's actually moving. So certainly lost some value, the yen, but some positions probably being unwound there. Let's just look at from the daily point of view here, and you just see it's on the Aussie dollar. Well, that too is actually, well, it's gone the other way. It's strengthened, continued its strengthening here, maybe helped by a bit of oil price, but I think it's just a bit of bullishness, but high lows, high highs all the way through. Very neat 4-hourly bars here. Maybe we'll see that continue. For now, it's has got its daily pivot below, which is always a risk for the longs, but it's not that far. It may give opportunity from a buying point of view in the way it's running at the moment. Okay, and Canadian dollar. So Canadian dollar continued strengthening yesterday. So we're really seeing commodity currencies strengthen at the moment. The likes of the yen soften, and the pound and the euro not knowing where they really want to go. In summary, and well, what we got here, CAD, say good solid down day there yesterday. Where to? Well, it needs to really come back to that daily to look where to. The prior lows, it's into its prior lows where it is at the moment there. Next level down, if it breaks that, well, not for that far really. Looking at 31, 131, maybe a bit more could come out of that. Okay. In fact, I'll just go back to the weeklies or monthlies I've got on the moment. Let's just switch to weeklies, my preference there. So it's breaking down, looks like it's trying to break down the trend. Actually worthwhile coming back to the weeklies, and you just see it sitting into its 200 there. If it breaks that, well, next level of support may be where my horizontal line's sitting there at around about 29.65. So does look like it could have further downside. Now just looking at where we are on this hourly chart, well, trend line across the lows there, break of that, well, more continuation I would suggest. That's it really. News wise, other news out there today, we do have a bit of news coming in from the US later on. We've got the final GDP at 130. It's not normally the biggest of movers, but again, with the way these markets have been going, may give a little bit of volatility. Okay, that's it. Have a great one. Bye for now.